So notice that we have the array of 5 here. If I want to suddenly say, you know, let's just say right down here, if I do this, places of the 100th place, I'll put here, I don't know, Mars, I guess. I'm sure somebody wants to go to Mars too. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have suddenly I have Mars here. Okay. What do you think is going to happen? Will it break? So let's just say we save this. We don't change anything else. We leave as is. We save this, and we run it. Go back to the browser, refresh it. So there it is, right? It's all the undefined from number 6 all the way down to 98, and this is 99. Okay, because I have an index of 100. So that means I have a max of 100 elements created automatically, even though I haven't assigned any values between 6 and 99, or 98 in this case. It's all there. At the 100th element, in this case of index 99, has a value of Mars. So it's very flexible in JavaScript. Okay, I can change this to 1,000,000 from 1,000 or whatever the number is. Okay, so you can move these back and forth. Okay, so what if I say, you know what, I want to add Mars to as the 6th element here. How would you do that? Instead of 100, I want to add it to the last of that list. Yeah, but how do you know it's 5, right? Well, it will always work. So what is the code that it will always work? Yeah. I want to add it to the end of the list.
And then in the brackets, places that length, -1.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that will always add it to the end of the list. Okay. Every time, it will always work if you do that. So if I say now, if I save and go back and refresh, you see that it adds to the end of the list. Okay. What about the other way?
You got rid of Sheboygan.
Oh, yeah.
You did mine at 1.
Oh no, what happened? That's right. Yeah. What do we do? Oh, we replaced it, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, no, yeah, right. You took that out because the last element is -1. So if you want to add one more to it with the length, okay, addition to the length. So yeah, good catch. So okay, so we add to the end of that list. How about the front? How do you add to the front here? We can't just replace 0. If you put 0, it's going to replace Disney with that. We're going to lose that. Right? Okay, so it's easy to add to the end of it, and there are some built-in functions to help you do this. Okay, if you think about, you always hear the terms like push and pop and you know, queues and stack, right? Those terms. Okay, so this is how you add to the end of the list. Another way to add to the end of that list is you will use the pop. So if I say places that pop, push. Okay, if I put, let's just say Venus here for now. Okay, the places, which is the array name, you push a new value to the array. It always adds to the end of that list, the very end. Okay, so let's see if that's true. If that's true, then I should have Venus added to that and have Mars as the one previous to it. Okay? So array name that push. What about you want to remove the last one? right? This is how we add the last one. How do you remove it? Close one, yeah. Pop, right? You can use pop. You can say, I want to move the last one. I think just pop. That doesn't take any parameter. Let me see if that's correct. Because it will always grab the last one out, right? So you don't have to specify the name in there. Okay. So this is what's called a in this example, it's called what's called this is the see. You push it in, pop out. So this is the first in, okay, and then last out. Okay. This concept here, first in, last out. Quite no, first, yeah. First in.
So both files first and last out.
You push it first in, it's gonna last out, right? Oh, this is a little bit different, but we should say follow. Is a little bit weird. You should say last in. Sorry, first out. That's the common term. Okay, it's called lightfall. So we can swap this out. Say last in is first out. So if I push Venus to the list, keep adding it. If you think of a stack of plates, you push to the stack, you move it, you move the one from the top, right? So the last one you stack always gets moved out of it first. Okay, so this is for removing the last element here. If you want to remove the last element here not using the function, I cannot just say, you know, for example, I can't just say places dot length equals blank, right? If I do that, yeah, I will just basically replace this content with this empty string, but the position is still there. Okay. If you want to drop it completely, then you want to reset the length to a different size. So you can say, like, I do like places length equals the places dot length, and then GTH -1. Okay, if you do that, you're changing the length size of the array. So therefore, I truncate whatever it is from that point on. So I remove the last element. If I want to say I want to change the size, this is have 6 of them. I want to just use only 3. If you do that, then you lost the entire data here. So I'll now only keep the first 3. Okay, that's also how you would delete data from there. If you want to resize the array, resize it. Okay, so to add to the front, it's tricky because there's no, you can't do it. One way is you want to create a new array, right? And to create that first element first, and then copy the rest to the array, which is not very efficient, right? So to do that is we have 2 special functions called shift and unshift. Okay, so it's kind of like pop in and push. So here this is like an add to front of array. That means it will add to the 0th position, and it pushes everything out to the right or to the left of that. So we'll say places dot unshift. Okay, unshift is you're adding to the front of the array. And if I say, like, if I want to add, let's say Racine. Let's see if this is true. Okay, if it is true, then Racine should be the first one on the list, and then Disney second, and so on. So Venus will still be the last. And save this and refresh. Okay, so you see that Racine has now been moved to the front of the array, and Venus is still at the end. And if you want to delete that first element, then basically you just say shift. Okay, and you don't have to specify the name. Just say shift, and it will just remove that out of there. So from the front of the array and the back of the array. Okay, you can do all sorts of other stuff too, which I'm not going to go through. But you can have like a slice and splice the array too, right? From any position. Okay. If you have time, we'll explore some more. But for now, just you know that you can add arrays elements to the front and back using these 4 functions. And arrays can be changed at any size. Once you do that, you actually lost the data. Okay, so be careful with that, because let's say if I change the size, and then I decided to change it back to 6, okay, I lost the data already. You're still going to have 6 size, but then I already chunked those 3 data, so they're gone. Okay, so just make sure you're careful with that.